My name's Mark Williams from Australia. I'm the Australian expert, and I have one competitor here in France, Harrison Field from Australia. So over the 4 days, the competitors go through 4 modules. The first module is a series of test plates, which can include 2 fillet welds and 3 butt welds, including pipe. We actually destructive test the fillet welds where we break them open, and then we also send the butt welds off the plate welds to get an X-ray, so we can actually see all the way through the weld, and that's a good way we can check the quality of the whole weld, not just the visual on the outside. And then module 2 is the pressure vessel, which is just a big assembly of steel plates, and they have to weld it with all the 4 processes: MIG, stick, TIG and flux core welding in position, so they're not allowed to roll it around. So that's what makes it hard. So everything, like, you have to weld vertical up or on the angle. Yeah, so that's what makes it technical. And then module 3 and module 4 is TIG welding of aluminium and TIG welding of stainless, which is also smaller vessels. Yeah, there's 2 women welders here this year. It's not the first time we've seen women in this level of competition. They're very competitive. They work really hard, and yeah, their skill level is quite on par with a lot of the men. In Australia, we have sometimes we start welding in the school level. In the later years of school, they can choose metalwork, and they can learn to start to weld. And then we've also introduced vocational training, which means they can, from school age, they can actually start going to a technical college and start maybe 1 day a week to start learning the trade. If they don't like school so much, they can choose this as more of a hands-on approach to learning and to getting into a trade. So from that, then they can, when they leave school, they can choose to take a job, and then they will be training full-time on the job and in the training school. In Australia, there's a lot of jobs for welding. There's a very high demand, especially for highly skilled welders, but there is a lot of jobs and a lot of apprenticeships available in Australia. With AI being introduced and robots into the welding skill, I think in Australia it's not as common. We still choose to use a human over AI, I think, because we do so many varieties of welding positions, types of welding, and we have probably have less production lines. If we had more production lines in Australia, then we probably would use more welding, but we would have less production factories. So we would prefer and normally choose a human to do the welding. I think the basis of someone liking to be a welder is to like to construct things, like to be in construction. So joining metals allows you to build like buildings, ships, pipelines. So if you like construction, then welding is easy to choose, because you can work on some very rewarding jobs. I've built some mine sites, I've worked on gas pipelines. I just enjoy joining metal as, yeah, burning the arc, I suppose, as we say. I just enjoy it. Going home from this competition, I'll have more experience to train my competitor next time. I meet more people, so now I have more friends. I've had a new experience in a new country, which I enjoy. And also just meeting up with my old friends from past competitions. So I very much value being a part of World Skills.